Hello everyone! Welcome to episode 5 of Euchre 101. In this episode, I will offer tips on what cards you need to call trump and how to play aggressively once you have called trump. There are several traps you can fall into that can cause your team to be euchred, and that is never a good thing. The first bullet point I will address is what cards you should have in your hand in order to call trump. You can't just go willy-nilly and call trump in hopes that your partner will bail you out. First, let's take a look at the trump cards for each suit. As you can see, there are 7 trump cards for every hand. If the trump is distributed equally, there would be 1 to 2 trump cards in each player's hand. If you are holding 3 or more, you have a trump advantage. It also helps if at least one of those trump cards are high. If you make trump by ordering the dealer in the first bidding round, regardless of who the dealer is, you automatically know where 1 trump card is located. If the dealer is your partner, and you make trump holding 3 trump cards, your team has an even larger advantage because you know that your opponents can only have a maximum of 3 trump cards. The likelihood of those other 3 being in the same hand is very low. Your partner could be holding another trump. You won't know until the gameplay starts. You should also have high offsuit cards to use. Offsuit aces are valuable. If one of your trumps gets picked off by your opponents, an offsuit ace can act as a buffer to get a trick once all of the trump has been played. Now I want to talk about hands that I like to call trump traps. You may find yourself with a hand where you hold the jack of hearts, the 9 of 10 of diamonds, and 2 offsuit cards as shown here. You may think that this is enough to call trump. Don't do it. There are too many variables that are not in your favor. This can even be the case when you order your partner. Let's take a look at what could happen when you call trump with this hand. One opponent had all of the other trump. This proves that even if your team has a numbers advantage with trump, it doesn't always lead to winning the hand. This next scenario will show you ordering the dealer who is to your immediate right. That means you are calling trump and you get to lead the first card. You need to come out with trump right off the bat. I call this shaking the trump tree. Obviously, you have a trump advantage with either numbers or rank, so you will need to get as many trump off the board as possible with your first lead. And stop. If you have been counting trump, which you always should, you'll know that 6 trump were played in the first 2 tricks. The 7th trump card is in your hand. Your point is guaranteed. As a matter of fact, your hand will take 4 tricks. You have the last trump, an ace, and another small offsuit. You have some options for what you can play for your next lead. You can give your partner a chance to get in on the action and lead the 10 of clubs. Let's see what happens when you do that. Well, check that out. Your partner had the ace for your 10 of clubs lead. You're going to get 2 points for this hand. Way to go. Some players will save the right bower until they have taken 2 tricks so that they can get the point with the highest card in the deck. That's always confused me. You have a hand where you can win 2 points with aggressive play, but you want to present the right bower to win the point after your opponents have taken a trick. Next, I will discuss the kind of offsuit cards you need in order to feel confident about your trump call. You can't always have a handful of trump cards. This is where your offsuit cards play an important role. There will be times when you make trump and some of the high trump cards are not in your hand. Your offsuit needs to be substantial. As I stated before, offsuit aces can be very valuable. The more loose you play when making trump, the better offsuit cards you will need. Once all the trump has been played during the hand, high offsuit can help secure the point. And that is going to do it for this episode. I can't wait to get the next episode to you. In episode 6, I will be listing some of the unwritten rules of euchre. Some are sound strategy, while others are complete hot dog water. I'll let you know which rules to follow and which ones you can ignore. Until next time, take care everyone.